Hello everyone, so back with another sort of doll video, and today I thought we would go back in time and take a look at the amazing Moxie Teenz line. So these were dolls that were launched shortly after the Moxie Girls came out, and these were supposed to be like a competitor between Liv dolls and other various dolls that there probably were with inset eyes. There was the Novi Stars, like it was crazy, like the Bratzillas. I think MGA was even competing with their own doll lines. I don't even know. There were so many dolls with inset eyes back then. So the Moxie Teenz were like 14, 15-inch dolls. They're a little, well, actually a lot taller than Barbies. And they had interchangeable wigs. As you can see, this is what they look like with no wigs on at all. So we have Tristan, which she was the one I renamed Serenity. And then we have Arizona, which I absolutely love that name, and I love this doll. And this one is Melrose. And then there was also an African American doll that was, I know this girl is turning up like she looks, I thought she was African American too. I think she's like some sort of other race. I don't think she's African American or Hispanic because she has the blue eyes. But yeah, there's Tristan, there's Melrose, and Arizona. And the African American girl's name was Bijou. So that one and these two are ones I actually found at the thrift store several years back. And these were the outfits they were wearing. She had a wig that I still have. She had a pink wig, and she had no wig at all. There was also the Gavin doll that was there as well. He was in his own bag. It was that type of thrift store that liked to bag dolls up. And they wanted a lot of money for him, like $11 or $12, and I was like, no. The Moxie Teenz, however, that they had were very cheap. I think they were actually all in the same bag together, and I paid maybe, I'd say $6 for all three of them, and they had pretty much, you know, I'm not sure if these are their original outfits or not. I think this one is actually the same Tristan as that one, but she was when I got brand new. I got her as soon as they came out. And I have wigs for some of them and accessories, but they're put away. So, but basically what the Moxie Teenz were was they were kind of like an alternative to ball jointed dolls, Dream of dolls, those sort of articulated, really expensive anime dolls that you could either get, you could get new, or not new, what am I trying to say? You could get them as they were, or you could have them customized, or you could customize them yourself. And so these were kind of like a cheap alternative to those, because they do have the inset eyes. I will note, a lot of people have said that their eyes are glass. They're not, they're plastic eyes. But still, they look very convincing, like they would be made of glass, but they're just a very glass-looking plastic. And they are very articulated. They have a pivotable neck joint. They have real eyelashes. And they can move their arms out. They just crazy articulation. They have, sorry for those of you who don't like doll nudity, but they have a rotating waist or torso joint, if you will. And of course their hips move out. They can only move their knee joint forward and backward. There's no moving it outward, but they are articulated at the ankles. So they are crazy articulated. Inset eyes, interchangeable wigs, and real eyelashes, and really beautiful makeup jobs. I mean, look at that sparkle sparkle. So I mean, you get so much. I mean, I think I paid like $30 for her, but I heard they went down, and eventually they got rid of. I think they lasted from like I want to say 2010 to 2014. And by the end of production, they had completely done away with the interchangeable wigs, and they had completely rooted the hair in. But if most of you don't know, they were mainly competitor with Live Dolls, which I have some here. So these are by Spin Master, and if you can see the striking resemblance. Now Live Dolls, on the other hand, are much smaller. Live Dolls are Barbie height, and their articulation, the only difference with their articulation is in the knee, and they have 2 points of articulation in the knee, but they can actually interchange wigs if you cut off the little peg on the inside. If you see let me see if I can find one. Here we go. So here's another Live Doll wig, and you can see the peg in there. If you cut that off, you can actually put the wigs on the Moxie Teenz. Like that. And it's on there, and it's not going to come off unless you're like super crazy with her. But yeah, I haven't really cut off a lot of the pegs on the Live Doll wigs, because sometimes when you do that, you can run the risk of the wigs not being able to stand the Live Doll, because that peg is specifically designed to go in the holes on their heads. Now there's fun things about, I haven't tried this with the Moxie Teenz, since Moxie Teenz are rare and rather expensive, especially on eBay. I don't try to customize them or do anything like that, but since I have an abundance of Live Dolls, this is a first edition Sophie, and Sophie is typically the doll with blue eyes. But now, mind you, I don't remember all their names. But this is Sophie. And I can't remember the Hispanic girl's name. I want to say Alexis. I think maybe that was the Hispanic, because, I don't know, this doll looked way different. This is my Alexis doll. No, actually, I don't know. This is my Alexis doll, which I put the blue eyes in her. So there's her. I put a blonde wig on her. The wigs need to be brushed out. They've been in storage, and that's where I am right now, is in this back room, this back storage room, and that's where my brats, my Live Dolls, all my alternative dolls other than Barbie stay. So yeah. But yeah, there's Alexis, and then we have Sophie, another Sophie, and then there was a brown-haired girl with green eyes, and her name was Katie. So, and then there was another one called Hayden, which she was actually, if I can find her, there she is. I think that's her name, Hayden. Yeah, she was actually the one that I bought that wig for, but here she is, and I have not customized her, but this is pretty much exactly how I found her, except she had blue boots on, and I think she might have had leggings, I don't remember, but she still has her original bracelet. I mean, for around this time period, these dolls, the Live Dolls and the Moxie Teenz, very high quality clothing. I mean, you can see on Tristan's outfit, there's buttons, like little metal buttons, and her clothes are actually, like, this is actual jean material, that's actual shirt material, actual denim. It's all like real material that you would see on clothes, and just highly, highly, highly detailed. I mean, and sadly, they did not stick. And I just watched a video by the Doll Circle, and they made a valid point. I mean, I think a lot of parents were afraid to buy these for their children, and I would have been too, because the way I see kids, how wild kids are nowadays and how they throw things around and they're destructive. I would not want to get these for my children if I had any, because they would be in pieces. I mean, literally. With my knowledge of kids nowadays, these dolls would be in pieces. Now, Live dolls. Well, I will note these dolls were marketed to a much mature audience, but I can already tell that with one of my Moxie Teenz, and since she was pre-owned, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see very well. Let me see if I can focus in on her. Yeah, you see how this right in here, let me see. Yeah, you see that? How that's like stretched out and her arms are all loose. Somebody was rather rough with her. And you can see that sort of pink down there. There we go. You can see that pink right there. I'm suspecting somebody colored on her face with markers, so. I mean, she did withstand a severe beating, if you will. But no, I would not have bought these dolls for my kids if I had any, because I wouldn't want to sit there and watch them get destroyed, because they're just too pretty and too well made to just be thrown around and treated like garbage. So, no, I would not have bought these high quality dolls. And I think they were more marketed at, you know, preteens, stuff like that, to collect and to display. And maybe even play with very gently, like, you know, they go on adventures together or something like that. But, well, naturally, the Live dolls are actually a lot better made. I mean, as far as, you know, durability goes. I mean, a lot of my Live dolls have withstanded the most brutal, but then again, they were marketed at much younger audiences, and they made sure to take the proper precautions to make them to where they would be durable enough to withstand some rather rough play. But anyhow, that is enough of my rambling and rambling and rambling. Endless rambling with me. I don't know how you guys put up with me and my annoying self, but yeah. And this video is going on 13 minutes long because of my rambling. But yeah, I just thought that I would. Sometimes, you know, I'll just binge watch doll videos on YouTube, and I'll just, you know, get kind of, you know, inspired to do collection videos or something like that. Sometimes it takes me a little bit of motivation from other people to, so that's just what this is a result of, is me getting motivated from someone else. And thank you, Doll Circle, for influencing me to make this video, because the Moxie Teenz really are. They are amazing dolls. They are such nice quality, very pretty dolls, and it's just sad to see that they didn't go, that the potential they had was not carried out to its fullest. But maybe, you know, maybe someday we can, you know, see things. I mean, luckily we still have Barbie around, even though she's not the greatest quality. I mean, occasionally Mattel will pump out a few doll lines that, like, I just recently saw a bunch of reviews over the Dolphin Magic Mermaid, and she's really nice. A lot of people have complained that, oh, she has a molded on top, but her molded on top changes colors, so. And she's got, like, color change function. She's a really pretty doll. And that's a doll I have not seen yet, and apparently she's been out for 6 months now. And I have been to Toys R Us, Walmart, Target, everywhere. Haven't seen any signs of Dolphin Magic Mermaid. So, and she's going for really expensive, like, almost $40 online, so I guess it's a doll Mattel just didn't produce a lot of. I don't know, but the second I see her, I'm buying her. But that's just, you know, Barbie's like the one doll that's stuck. I mean, throughout recent years, like from 2009 to now, we've seen lots of doll lines. I mean, heck, even really unusual doll lines. Like, there was something called... what were they called? They were called, Pinky Cooper dolls. There we go. Let me see if I can find one. Okay, here we go. So here is a Pinky Cooper doll. And these are like little fashion dolls. She's naked right now, but she came with like a raincoat looking thing, which one of my Lottie Da dolls is wearing. And they have these like interchangeable like earpieces. So you can pop these out and you can swap them. So she could have brown ears or ponytails or whatever. And these also had inset eyes and real lashes. So check her out. Is that not adorable? Articulated little molded panties with a bow. And they bend at the knees. They have the click knees. Just really nice. And they even added all of these little rosy details, little spots down there. I mean, there was Pinky Cooper, Novi Stars, Moxie Teenz, Live Dolls. I mean, the list goes on. I mean, there's so many dolls. There's Bratzillas, and Bratz have had re-releases God knows how many times. But I mean, it's just really sad. I mean, as much as I love Barbie, as much as, you know, sometimes I feel like I would trade all of my Bratz and, like, not trade all my Bratz, but, like, if I had to decide what dolls I could keep, if I was limited to how many doll lines I could collect, I think, you know, Barbie would be the one, and I would get rid of all the other types of dolls, as much as I love them. But still, it is a shame that Barbie has stuck around for so long and all these other dolls that are extremely nice quality have just failed and have become like dusty leaves in the wind, just blowing around and not flourishing and blossoming like the potential that they had. So I know this has now gone to a really depressing place, but that is the Moxie Teenz and other dolls that have come and gone over the years. So anyhow, thank you guys for watching my sort of depressing, rambly video. Thank you so much for subscribing and sticking around. I just can't express. I'm almost to 2,000 subscribers, so I don't usually say this in my videos, but I am trying to reach, hopefully by the summer I can reach 2,000, if not sooner. So be sure to hit that like button, and I never do this, so it's really awkward. But be sure to hit that like button and subscribe and comment if you want to. Just don't type anything rude or judgmental or ask me if I'll give you any of my dolls, because those comments will be deleted instantly. But anyhow, enough of my rambly, depressing rambliness. But anyhow, thank you guys for watching. More videos to come, and remember to stay true to you.